Dog, like I had this moment now. Dog! And he's like, what did you just say? Shitting my kid. So geek, bro. That's the one I want. But I only want purple, purple, pink, blue, dog. Like a navy blue. That's it. Why? Because of the other shandies. Oh, why'd you go shoot me love, dog? The rap game is too much. It's too much. But when did you start like officially making music?
Like grade 8. Like my homie Ross, I hit him up and was like, yo, I want to make a mixtape type of thing. And then like he was like, I bet, let's do it. But then we were still on like instrumentals and stuff. And then like maybe like a year later, my homie downloaded that file. Well, I asked my homie to download that file for me. And then yeah, once I got that file, like 2014, that's when I started making music.
You guys have like a crew?
Nah.
Because I feel like
yeah, we did, but like a year later. 2010 vibes. No, grade 10 vibes.
Oh wait, how long ago was that?
Special breed. It was me, Jareed, JUUCE, and Gage. But like at that time, I wasn't really rapping.
What are you more on like production?
Production, yeah. I didn't feel my voice. Like it took me a while to like get a voice that I fuck with. But then once I found the voice, it was over.
So how long had you been producing for? Like,
yeah, since 2014.
And then what inspired you to get into writing raps?
I always wrote raps. I just like when I recorded it.
Oh, you didn't like how your voice sounded and stuff.
So like it took me a while to get that. But like once I liked what I heard.
Did anyone kind of tell you like, alright, nah, this is hard. You have to hop on the mic, or when did that moment happen? Did you
always
record by yourself, or
yeah, most of my shit I record on my own, but like I can't record with people. Like, yeah, bro. People always tell me my shit is hard. Maybe I don't know.
And eventually you hopped on that wave.
Yeah. Like even back then when I wasn't feeling my voice, niggas were like, nah, bro, just hop on, just do it. So like there were some tracks back then.
And assuming you've obviously been around the same people.
Yeah.
Since back then, like
we all met in high school.
Yeah. And what have you learned from them? Just going in, since everybody making music and like everyone is different in a sense, you know, and everyone has their own approach to things.
I don't know, just trying new things, I guess, bro. Like Jareed especially, he's always like
experimental.
Yeah. Just always trying new things and yeah, just going hard and trying new things. Consistently making music. Gotta stay making music.
How open are you though to new sounds and you know, opening up?
Probably the most open out here to new sounds. Bro.
Let them know.
Like, yeah, bro. Anything, bro.
And the whole journey, just getting into character, I think. And we briefly spoke about it the other day, the last time I was here, and I saw you, and we were like, you're like, oh, this is the question that, you know, you talk about with Jareed, and like you guys always prep. This is like just for future reference, like when a big question comes up, it's like, how are we gonna answer it, dog? How are we gonna, you know? Yeah. But how's it been? I think just compiling, because we've obviously dropped tapes, EPs or singles,
multiple,
you know, but putting together an album is a different ball game, I think.
Yeah.
So how's that journey been like for you, and just the experiences as well, like all coming together?
I actually approach it the same way every single time. Like first mixtape was like the same way that I did it for this album. Like just trying to find a coherent sound from the top first track to the bottom track. Like I just wanted to flow. Like feel like you listen to like one thing. Like I'm never trying to like make a hit. I'm just trying to make an album.
Yeah. But then do you think you were always working towards a certain sound when you were dropping like the tapes? You feel like this is a more sort of refined sound?
I feel like with my first tape I was just like whatever songs I had that I felt went in that order that I was talking about. But then like with the EP, once I hit Ask About Me, bro, like I feel like that's when I found my sound. And then like yeah, from there just like knew what I like, what sounds I like. But like also again with the experimenting, like I'm always trying to shit.
And where do you draw that line? Because I think you always still need to keep like a sense of trueness to yourself.
I feel you.
You know what I'm
not
saying?
Going too far with the shit.
Exactly.
Like you can experiment, but it still has to be you.
Exactly. So is it just like a natural feeling, just feeding off energies, or do you always fall back to a certain like, oh, I still need to sound like that, or that's where I want to go,
Yeah, all the time. I'm always like, I still have to have some type of realness in it, and like, what's the word? I don't know if it just feels weird if I listen to it back in like a couple of days and like, it doesn't feel like me. Like it can be experimental, but if it doesn't feel like
you,
it's like, no, I'm great.
But then also it comes to the thing of artists, obviously, well, most of the time they make music and then they sit on it for some time and then it's like,
they don't feel it anymore.
Yeah. Do you think that played a part? Or do you think you went through a little bit of that like throughout this journey?
Yeah, definitely. But like the ones that remained, like I still feel like they were the ones. Like if they stay hot for all this time, because I've been making this album for like a year. If they stay hot for like a year, well, 2 years actually.
2 years.
Like if they stay hot for 2 years, like there's no way that like they're not the ones. But like definitely. Like there's a bunch of songs I'm like, I feel it today and then
tomorrow it's like, nah, it's not it.
So cut this.
And I'm assuming some of those are the ones that fell into like the tape.
Yeah. All the tapes.
The tapes.
Demo 1, Demo 2. Those are all the throwaways. Yeah. But like the singles now. The singles are all like the ones too. But I don't know if I'll still feel the singles in like a couple of months.
And when it comes to going back to the journey and the emotions and stuff, because I think in the album we also hear there's a bit of sort of nostalgic moments and like a lot of reminiscing. So tell us a little more about some of those experiences. I mean, we'll dive deeper into it a little later, but just what exactly, like what are some of the experiences that added to it? Was it like family related stuff, or was it friendships, relationships?
I'd say just being treated whack, like if you go to an event and you need to perform and like niggas just don't take you seriously. That's what like my whole album is driven off of. Like just that frustration, but also like heartbreak and shit from like girls and shit, of course. Yeah. I know there's a lot of those songs about girls. Like I feel like the whole shit is about a specific girl. Hopefully she hears it.
So do you think this for you, because it sounds like it's something where, if anything, you're sort of taking power back into your own hands and being like, I fuck with my shit.
Definitely.
I don't need
because back
anybody.
then it was more like, when you send a song to like a person, it's just to like get what they feel about the song. Now it's more like, I don't care what you feel about the song. I like the song. Who cares what you think?
So fuck with it. If you don't, then that's cool. And just realizing that you're actually
hot.
You're hot. Let them know you're hot. And with that being said, I'm assuming that the vision is obviously greater than just it being like locally hot or having a bob or having for you, how far does the vision go for you? Just in general, even if we're not talking necessarily about the tape, but just like the whole journey and where you'd like to take things, like what heights you'd like to elevate to.
Of course, bro, like worldwide, franchise status. Just like, like I feel like, it's been said before, but like you have to make it in America to make it everywhere else in the world. Like, I feel like there's a ceiling in South Africa to like a point where you can take it and like, that's where you can take it to. Like, once you reach super mega status, you can't go further than that. If you want to take it further, you have to take the risk, which I feel like a lot of artists are scared to do. Which I get, because like, imagine just like moving out of here,
completely branching off,
just funding the shit yourself. It's kind of risky, but like, gotta bet on yourself.
It's the risk you gotta take at the end of the day.
If you want to take it to that level. So that's what I'm trying to work on. Just kind of leaving South Africa.
And seeing how you can tap into.
I feel like my sound's not even over here. I feel like it's more international.
Yeah, for sure. And dealing with that too, like, how is it trying to break through there? Because I can only assume like the challenges in just
break through there, like
not necessarily break through there, but sort of still getting people to fuck with it here,
Okay, yeah.
You know, because
yeah.
you have to pop off here essentially first. You know, like
Just have a core fan base.
Exactly. So do you feel like you've done that well, or you currently like on the path of doing that, and then?
I feel like I'm working towards it. But like, I haven't done enough yet here. So, but like, I feel like I'm working on it.
Whose co-sign would you
Like,
absolutely
like worldwide. Yay, dog.
Yay.
Yay, Travis, Cardi.
Yeah.
Those are like top 3. Bro. Yay, Travis, Cardi. Everybody else would just be like more spice, but those 3 are like the ones.
The ones.
Yeah.
And I know you're a big fan of Ye, and even just listening to the album. I was about to say tape, but I know how angry you get. Like, you posted the other day on IG.
Yeah, it's just like
it's not a tape. I was like, oh.
People just like to down it because you're like not as popping, so they'll call it a tape. I'm like, nah, bro, it's an album.
This is an album. Take it seriously, yeah, for sure. And there's even references in there where I see some, or like I hear some of what Kanye would do. Just not necessarily in terms of like copy and paste of sounds and how it's layered and stuff, but more just how you experimented with the sounds. Because I think that's something that Ye also does really well, where being able to compile and like put like a synth here and like merge everything together and like create this like world, you know.
That's my favorite shit, like production. Like I told you, I started off as a producer, so like I take that really seriously. Like even if I didn't make it as a rapper, if I made it as a producer, I'd be satisfied with that.
And now you're about to make it as both. And it's like, well, icing on the cake. Icing on the cake. Vibes.
Everywhere I go, it's you I see. You ain't even gotta talk to me. I just wanna get my money. That's your money, that's our money.